Oh, good heavens, I'm doing this. Okay, good day, all. I'm Fierce, and I speak today because recently a friend and colleague of mine from the Revive CS community, Denise, has made a video where he spoke about who we are as a community and what we hope to achieve on the Mineplex network. And I thought, I need to stand with this fellow. I need to show the world that he does not speak alone, and thus I am here. In his video, Denise spoke a lot about respect and the respect that communities on Mineplex have for each other, and that we would like to just be heard a little more. And I agree with him, but I'm not going to talk about that today. Instead, I'm going to talk about my story with Castle Siege. I started playing Castle Siege with these folks back in April, but never really formally joined the community until late May, early June. And I came onto the network completely oblivious to the removal of Castle Siege um, in February 2019. And I found out that the NPC was no longer there. I then didn't think much of it. I couldn't find it in the compass either. And so thought that was that. But then a year later, on a whim, towards the start of lockdown, I rejoined the network, and I, by chance, went into the multiplayer server menu where I found a large game of Castle Siege being played, and I thought, hooray! But that day, I left the game. I left the server feeling sad because I thought, this is never going to happen again. This was just a one-off. This must be some fluke that happened. But for some reason, I joined the network again the next day, and I found another server. And the next day, I found another. And by the fourth day, I caught on that something was happening. That all these players had come together and they decided to play Castle Siege together. And I'm not sure why, and I'm not sure how, but I thought, this is brilliant. And so for about a month, I just played Castle Siege. I just joined the server. I said hello every time. They're very nice and a very welcoming community. But over time, I sort of felt like there was more to this community that I'd stumbled upon. And then about a month in, I did something incredible. I clicked the link to the community forum page where I found the Discord link that connected all these people the game had brought together. And from there, I have given back to this community. I've become a game host for this community. I've become a build team member for this community. I am a community moderator for this community. And I think that's it. That's my story. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's really all you need to know for now. So instead, I'm going to spend the rest of this video talking a little bit about the game itself. I think that Castle Siege is unique. There is no other game quite like it that I've ever found on any other network. And I think that's because the concept of two large teams working together, two teams greater than a dozen or so players each, is quite special and quite unheard of. Generally, when you go on a game to have a PvP match against other players, you think, okay, I just want to fight. But in this game, it's okay, I want to fight, but I also want to work together with other people. And I think that's what makes Castle Siege unique. That, and also it's got some of the most unique mechanics of any gameplay. It's brings in so many different aspects. It's got capturing points, killing a VIP, it's got teamwork, it's got different kits. It's just amazing and unique. and special. And over the past year or so, just under a year, a community has rallied around this game that's been removed from the main network, and we've organized ourselves, we've played ourselves, we have our own competitive league. I mean, there are so many games that are on the Mineplex network officially outside of NPSs. They have their own NPC, they have their own dedicated lobbies and stuff like that. They don't have competitive leagues, but we do, because we've decided we as a community want this, but we're not going to get the support to do it. So we're going to organize and do it ourselves. I mean, how many gaming communities out there have done that? Well, I can tell you one thing: ours has, and that is incredible. It shows, I think, that we are a resource that you need to tap into, a resource that you need to understand and cultivate, because you have something. And I'm speaking directly to Mineplex here. I don't know which individuals I'm speaking to, but I know I must be speaking to someone. There is amazing potential here for rebirth and regrowth. There is a seed in the ground, and all you've got to do is just give it a little water, and I'm sure it will thrive. That's all. This was probably an absolute mess. I did have a script, but I did not follow it. So my name is FierceDougal5, but you can call me Douglas. Goodbye.